How you guys doing? I'm Ken with Veteran Screen Printing. A little bit about myself. Been screen printing for only about 4 months. In the very beginning, I started screen printing just so I can do for my clothing line that I've owned for about 3 years now. And when I first started, I didn't know nothing about it. I did a lot of research, started figuring out how to do stuff. In the very beginning, I bought a silver press, 1 station, 4 color, and that's when I started to learn how to screen print. And everything was just trial and error over the time. And now that I have figured out my own technique, a lot of my friends that I grew up with are asking if I can share my knowledge. And I'm not like everybody else. I'm going to give you knowledge and I'm not going to charge you. That's not how I operate and never have operated that way. So what I have now is, it's kind of it's a 4 station 6 color. It's homemade, but it gets the job done. I also have a flash dryer, and that's to dry my shirts as it's going around. And then to cure my shirts, I don't have a conveyor dryer, but I have another flash dryer. So that's how I cure my shirts. You can cure your shirts with a heat press. When I first started out, how I was curing my shirts on the single press was I had a heat gun to dry them, and then from there I would take it over to a heat press and I would heat press the shirts. So that's a little bit about how I started, and I started in a 7x7 shed at my house. Now I'm in a carport that's at my house as well, so it makes it a little bit easier. I live in a warm climate, so I can print all year round outside. So today I'm going to be printing for a company that makes chalk for your hands when you lift weights. It's kind of unique. They're in 6 countries, and they gave me the opportunity to print their stuff. And ever since I had that opportunity, I haven't failed them, and they keep on coming back for more. So today I'm going to show you guys how I set up my screen press. Different screen presses are different, but they all have the same technique in a way. So I already got the screen already mounted. Today I'm going to be using a 200 mesh, which has smaller, it's a smaller mesh, so not a lot of ink will pass through it. And the reason why I did that is because, as you can tell by the design, there's a lot of open area for the design, and I just don't want it to be too gummy when I press it down. So I already got it lined up. I have a master palette that I use. It has all my lines and registration marks on there, and I keep it pretty close for off contact. And what off contact is you don't want too much. You don't want your screen laying on the palette. You want it to be off a little bit. So I have a little bit of play, not a lot. And so on the sides, as you can see around here, the sides are open. They don't have a motion on them, so ink could actually still go through that. So what I do is, they make blackout tape. I don't really use blackout tape. And let me set this down. So what I do is I actually take painter's tape, and since I'm using plastisol ink, it actually works pretty well, and it's not that expensive. So what I do is I do the sides, so the ink can't pass through it. So I set up all my screens this way. If this was a 2 color, I would be doing the same thing, but it's not. It's just a 1 color front, real easy. Normally where the mount is, I do too, just so when the screen lifts up, if the paint is runny, I don't want it to get on the screen as much. So there's that. And another thing I do is screen prints. So they use a different type of clear tape, but any of the open areas that have a motion on it, they also tape it, and it makes to clean it up a lot easier. Now, they use a different tape. I just use regular packing tape. I haven't had any issues with it. I know some people say, oh, you can get the residue on the screen, but when I'm done with this screen, I clean it right away. I normally don't leave screens unless I'm still printing on it for at least more than a day. If I'm printing on it, depending on how long it takes, then I'll leave it. But this job right here is only probably going to take maybe a half an hour. So that's how I set it up. Pretty simple, pretty basic. All the sides are taped down. The bottom part is taped down. It's not a whole lot of surface, but if it was a different design, then I would be taping, if it was only up here, then I would tape all of this down here, but I don't need to. It's a big design. So that's how I set up my screens. Again, I'm not the most knowledgeable about screen printing, but I do get the job done, and I have gotten a lot of customers feedback, and I continue to grow every single day at screen printing. I do work full-time as well, but I also do screen printing as well. Again, if I wasn't doing it as well, I definitely would not be getting return customers, for one, and also I would have never grown from my little single press to a massive one. The person that built this for me, he normally sells them for $2,000. I was looking on OfferUp, and I knew exactly right off the bat who made it, because I actually know the guy, and it was kind of cool because I actually offered the person, $400, and they said come get it. So normally this press right here will cost you about $2,000. It's more of a little advanced type press, but it gets the job done. The registration stays in line. I printed over 500 shirts at one time, one design on that, and it stuck the whole time. It's really nice versus, this is how the screen gets mounted. I don't know if you can really tell, but so these are bolts. And with these bolts, you have to use a tool to lock them in. Other presses, they use the turn knobs. Turn knobs are good. I don't have any issues with them. A lot of people would, they say they tighten them down too much and then they strip them. And I never had that issue. I just tightened it to, it was nice and snug and went on. And I printed over 300 shirts with that machine. I printed actually over 558 shirts for a job that I did actually less than a month ago. So I've only been printing, like I said, for about 4 to 5, maybe 6 months at the most. And every day I'm getting more and more customers, and I'm learning more and more. But what I know, I'm willing to show you guys. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave some comments, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm gonna try to do a lot more videos just to show you guys, how to screen print. I'm not gonna be one of these guys where I'm gonna edit stuff. So if you see mess ups, they're there. I'm not gonna hide those, because I'm human, you're human, we're all gonna mess up. So I'm gonna show you live every single time. I'm not gonna do any editing. This is off my iPhone XR, just to show you guys. And again, if you guys see mess ups and you guys want to leave a comment saying, hey, you should try this, let me know in the comments. Again, if you guys think this is cool and you guys want more, give me feedback as well. Give me some more comments on that. And again, if you guys have anything that you guys personally want to see, leave and let me know. Let me know, hey, what kind of paint do you guys use, and how long do I leave the shirts under the flash dryer, or how long, how high does my heat press got to get to cure the shirts. So if you guys want more information, follow up. We're gonna, like I say, try to come out with much videos as possible. I'm gonna try to keep them for under 20 minutes each session. But again, if you guys have any things that you do want to see, let me know. I think my next one I'm going to do is show you how to prep a screen or how to clean it out. Actually, I might just show you how to clean this screen out when I'm done. And so stay tuned. And if you guys can, hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks.